This video is about how do student loans impact your ability to buy a home? That's a great question that I get often from consumers, from people like you. And I know millions of people have, large amounts of student loans. Some it's just 5, 10, 15, 20,000. Some it's 50, some it's 100,000 or more, especially if you went to grad school. And so, but just know this, that your student loan debt is not going to keep you from buying a home for probably 90% of people out there, okay? And one of the things the federal government does realize is the impact that student loans do have on people buying a home, and they also know that owning a home is one of the best wealth building tools out there. So the federal government is doing what they can to help you as recent graduates, with your student loans. And I know how you feel. Back when I finished grad school back in 1997, I finished off with $23,000 in student loan debt. Then I remember in 2005, I took on another $18,000 in student loan debt. And I remember thinking a couple years later, like about 07, 08, going, gosh, I just hope I have my student loans paid off before my son, who was 7 years old, goes to college. Thankfully, I was able to pay them off over the next few years, and it was a huge moment. It was just so awesome to get them paid off. But even with those loans, guess what? My wife and I still were able to buy not one home, but 2 homes. So it can still be done. And so before I share with you 3 tips, I just ask you, please, like and subscribe to this video. Please feel free to share it with others, make comments down below. So my first tip for you is, one of the things that's really cool is like companies like SoFi, if you have great credit, are willing to refinance your student loan debt, often with a much lower interest rate and lower payments. And so if you can reduce your student loan payments, say by $100 a month, that helps you buy another $25,000 of home. If you can reduce your payment by $200 a month, that increases your home buying power by $50,000. So look into that as a potential option for you. A second tip for you is to contact your student loan provider, Sallie Mae, Nelnet, whoever it is, and ask them for a lower payment. There's a lot of income-based repayment plan options out there, and so that option could dramatically reduce your monthly payment. I've seen them sometimes as low as $10. And if that payment appears on your credit report, we can use that as a payment to help you afford to buy a home. Third tip for you, during this time of COVID, student loan payments have been deferred through September. I expect and wonder, I think it will probably get extended a little bit longer because of the Delta variant raging out there of COVID. So during this time when your payment is 0 on your credit report, what's really cool is Freddie Mac and FHA both allow us to count your monthly payment really low. We can't use 0. But let's say you do owe $50,000 on your student loans. We can say your monthly payment's going to be half of 1% of that balance. So on $50,000 loan amount, that means we would calculate your payment to be $250 a month. And so for a huge majority of you watching this video, $250 a month probably isn't going to keep you from buying a home. And what's cool is FHA just made this change this summer. So this is brand new back in June for people. So just know that there's opportunities there. Third, also know this, if you're a veteran, the VA even uses a smaller payment calculation for you. So it's even easier for veterans to buy a home even if they do have student loan debt, or maybe their spouse does. So if you have enjoyed these videos, please like and subscribe. I would like to hear your stories and stuff about student loan debt, how maybe it's impacted you, and I want to hear how I can help you. So please like and comment down below, subscribe and share this with other people, because I'm sure you have friends who have felt this way too, that because of their student loan debt, they'll never be able to buy a home. Well, it's not true.